All right, so we've got Missouri coming into Nashville to play against Vandy. Vandy coming off a big win. Missouri, we'll see where they land. Obviously, they had a big loss against Alabama. We'll see how things end up tonight against Auburn at Auburn. But I think this is a big SEC matchup. Like if Vandy continues on their tear, um, we might be talking Vandy going going to the playoff. And
Yeah.
uh, yeah, what do you have any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think this game is interesting because both teams are going to have one loss. And like we were just talking about, you don't want to get to three losses in the SEC too early. It's not impossible to make the playoffs with three losses, but you better have a really good resume. I think we looked up Vandy's schedule last week. They have a very favorable schedule where sorry, no, they do not have a very favorable schedule. Just my apologies, chat. We've got Missouri, Texas, and Tennessee as three of their last five games. That's a brutal stretch. So I would say this is a more of a must win for Vandy over Missouri. What say you?
I agree. I agree. Yeah, Vandy's got a gauntlet, and if they are the real deal, they're gonna have a lot of chances to prove that moving forward. So, Ole Miss at Oklahoma. Uh, Oklahoma ended up they got a win today. Ole Miss obviously got a huge win today and still undefeated. Both ranked teams. So I mean, Oklahoma beating South Carolina in South Carolina 26-7. John Mateer still looking good. I think the thing that really stood out to me in this game that happened today was Torrey Blaylock, freshman running back, and so I think that this is going to be a better game than maybe we thought it would be based on what Oklahoma did against Texas last week. John Mateer, I think, has gotten right, and so I don't think this is going to be a pushover game for Ole Miss. Your
Yeah.
thoughts on that?
I think this will be an interesting game. Both teams contenders trying to take that next step. Like we said with Ole Miss, this is a game, especially now that they lost to Georgia today. I think you want to. They're going to drop in the rankings a little bit. They're going to want to finish the season strong. If they lose this game, I don't want to hear it Lane Kiffin at the end of the year that we should have made the playoffs. It's like, well, no, you didn't handle your business, and then you're trusting that a matchup against the Citadel is going to put you over the top late in the year. Like, I'm sorry. So these are the games. This reminds me of literally the Alabama versus Oklahoma game last year, where if Alabama would have just won that game, they would have been in the college football playoffs. It seemed like a random game in the middle of October, but this feels like a random game in October, but this is sort of Ole Miss's season in my estimation. Like, hey, you win this, you're on a really good path to the playoffs. You lose this, probably not. All right, let's move along here. We have
Texas A&M, they're looks like they're going to win against Arkansas this evening. LSU. Here's my hot take here. If A&M comes into Baton Rouge and beats LSU handily, I think Brian Kelly is potentially out before the next game.
yeah,
After today and all the expectations there in Baton Rouge, that's not an easy place to coach. Um, if they get whipped by A&M, even though A&M is going to be a top five team still, LSU they just can't continue down the path that they're going down, and Brian Kelly keep his job. And so um, this is a must win for LSU.
I couldn't agree more. It will definitely be a hostile environment. It could be an awesome one to watch, but yeah, this is sort of coaching for Brian Kelly's job. I'd agree with you on that. So.